Right, thanks everybody for joining us again for another WKS podcast. This time I'm with Darrin Walters of a solo act who goes by the stage name of Walters Fall. How are you doing?
Good. How are you, Craig?
I'm all right, mate. Thank you very much. Yeah. Do you want to sort of start off by sort of telling the viewers a bit about, how you got into music in the first place, where it all started for you?
Yeah, sure. I guess it would have been way back in 1994. Kurt Cobain, Nirvana was just coming out. It was like the biggest thing then. Really inspired me. So I bought an acoustic guitar and just started going just off Nirvana songs, and then kind of progressed from there.
Okay, superb. And you obviously now you're writing your own material. Is that where you...
Absolutely. It's all original material.
Okay, brilliant. So, what sort of stuff is out there at the moment that people can get hold of from you?
Well, I think it was March 28th, I released my first single, Spread My Wings.
Okay.
It's kind of a lo-fi acoustic song. It's on Spotify, TikTok, Apple Music, Deezer, Amazon Music. It's on all the major platforms.
Okay, brilliant. So where are you actually based then?
I'm actually based in Delhi, Ontario, Canada.
Okay,
very small town.
Right. So what's it sort of like musically over there for you then?
Canada is absolutely spectacular for the music scene. Very supportive people in the music industry here. So it's been a pleasure actually getting involved in the music scene in Canada.
Right, brilliant. Is there many venues then where you're based?
Pardon me, sir?
Is there many venues where you're based?
Yeah, there's lots of venues. I'm actually about an hour away from Toronto. So There's lots of things to do, other than we're a little bit stuck in our houses at the moment due to COVID.
Yeah. We'll come on to COVID in a second. So sort of what style of music would you sort of say you play?
Oh, it's very unique, actually. It's really hard to place it into a genre other than maybe singer-songwriter, alternative, a little bit of folk. I've got a lot of, Jack Johnson, some ska influence. So it's kind of all over the board.
Okay. Do you use, is it just you and an acoustic guitar, or have you got a mix of pedals and loops and all that sort of stuff?
Well, it's just me and my acoustic. I do produce it myself as well. So I kind of play with it in the production stages.
Right. Brilliant. So we mentioned lockdown, sort of, how has it affected you musically over there?
Well, actually, the lockdown kind of inspired me to get back into music. I'm really big on mental health awareness. So I actually started organizing concerts online through my other company, Live Worldwide, and doing it for charity. So I noticed, there's so many bands and so many good people out there. I'm like, I need to get involved in music again. So COVID actually got me back into the music scene.
Right. Did you find that you were writing more songs then?
Well, I wasn't really writing more songs at that point in time, just because I was so busy organizing. But now, absolutely, I've kind of taken a break with the other options there, and focus 100% on my music.
Right. Superb. So out of the songs that your original songs, have you got a favorite you like to perform?
Well, I'd say my favorite would be, let me think, Walking with the Reaper. Okay. That's my next single, actually. So it's a little darker, a little more alternative. So
Right. So what are your plans now, once you start coming out of lockdown? Are you, what you're going to be doing?
Reaching for the sky. That's it. Okay. Absolutely everything I can.
Nice, nice. You've always been soloed then, I assume, have you?
Actually, no. Back in the early '90s, I had a band with some buddies called Milkman Jr. Um, Unfortunately, that didn't work out. We weren't serious enough, and just off and on, just played just for fun, basically, growing up, and
Right,
now it's blossomed into this.
right. So you got no plans really then to form another band? You're quite happy being solo artist?
Well, I would really love to do some collabs. I'm looking into that as we speak, actually.
Mm.
Uh, I'd like to focus on singing rather than singing and playing. So,
Okay, brilliant. So who would you say musically has been the biggest influence on you?
my friends, actually,
Lovely. Nice.
uh, all my friends, and even just the people I talk to, on social media. I get messages every once in a while saying, your music has helped me through my depression, this and that. And that's what keeps me going.
Mm, mm, brilliant. So if you could open up a show for any artist, have you got a preference who you'd like to do that for?
Well, I'd love to do it if some of the artists were still around, like
Yeah, yeah.
Bradley Noel from Sublime would have been great. I wouldn't want to embarrass myself though.
Yeah,
um, Now, just anybody would be great. And it's just all about music and sharing and bringing people up.
right. So are the venues sort of opening up over there at the moment for you?
No, absolutely not. We're on
Right.
complete lockdown.
Wow. Okay,
Yeah,
yeah. Because over here we're starting to open up again.
yeah,
And I think we're going to have 17th of May is the next one when we can actually, go inside the pubs as opposed to being
yeah,
outside. And
yeah.
then the 21st of June, I think, is when they're saying all social distance rules have been going to be scrapped.
It doesn't look good over here. It looks like it's gonna linger on, but
Right.
that's the nice thing about internet. We can kind
Yeah.
of connect and bring people up through social media.
Yeah. I mean, I can't imagine what the lockdowns would have been like if we hadn't got social media. I mean, I just
Yeah,
can't imagine it.
it would be absolutely stifling. Mental health would just deteriorate, and
Oh, yeah.
um, I feel sorry for our children that have to sit in the house. And
Yeah. Yeah, no, I get that. I got that. Um, so what do you think musically, the best bit of advice you've ever been given is?
the best bit of advice, it might sound funny, um, to make sure I have lyrics before the 30-second mark of your song.
Brilliant. Brilliant. Yeah. Okay, then. Let's do a daft question. Do you
Okay,
have any useless talents?
absolutely. I can fold my tongue.
Really? Okay. Beauty. Lovely, lovely. Um, so let's go with if would there be anything in the music industry that you would change?
Um, that I would change. I don't think it's my place to change anything in the music industry. Uh,
Okay.
the music industry evolves, and it evolves around everybody that's in it. So it's evolving the way it's supposed to be.
Okay. And you're quite happy in your position in that at the moment then?
Absolutely, absolutely. I'm happy just to be able to be involved in the music industry.
Right. Brilliant. Brilliant. So if you could pass on a little bit of a little bit of nugget of wisdom to the next generation of music sort of people, who would what would it be?
Don't be scared. Go for it. You're only holding yourself back by not trying to make it wherever you want to go. So just
Right.
go for it.
Okay, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Do you have a website where people can go and find you?
Absolutely. It's www.waltersfall.com.
Okay, brilliant, brilliant. The other thing I personally want to know, because what normally happens is I tag a couple of videos onto this thing. Have you got anything on YouTube?
Yep, I got a YouTube channel. It's Walters
Okay.
Fall.
Okay.
I've got it Spotify, Walters Fall. I'm on Deezer, Apple Music,
Right.
iTunes, Pandora.
Okay. Have you got a preference as to which 2 videos I tag to this?
Absolutely not.
Okay, brilliant.
preference.
Gives me a chance to listen to a few then, see?
For sure, for sure.
Yeah. Okay. Another throwaway useless question in a sense. Do you sing in the shower?
Oh, for sure. Who
Wow.
doesn't?
Well,
If
I
you
think,
don't sing in the shower, there might be something wrong with you.
well, I tell you what, there's quite a few people who, you know, I've interviewed have said no, they don't sing in the
Really?
shower. Yeah,
Wow.
it's a funny one. It is a funny one. So with your writing, okay, do you suffer with sort of like writer's block?
I guess, yeah. If I'm writing, like, because usually I would write multiple songs at a time.
Okay.
So if I'm suffering writer's block on one song, I just move on to the next song that I've got going on or whatever, and it kind of helps out for writer's block.
Okay, yeah. So if you're writing a song, you know, where's that inspiration come from for you?
Almost, I can't describe it. It's just inside and just everything around me, you know. The resonance of all the energy just combines into this song.
Right. Are your songs quite varied, or because you're saying about mental health, you know, or are you sort of, have you got this line running through them all, you know?
Well, obviously, music is very mentally driven, right? So everybody takes it differently in mentally. So I don't try to like put a construct on what the song's about or where it's coming from. I like everybody to put it on for themselves, you know, what it means for them.
Yeah, brilliant, absolutely brilliant. What guitar are you playing at the moment then?
Actually, this is my baby right here.
Okay, nice.
It's a Fender Electric Acoustic.
Okay, brilliant.
That's the one I'm playing for the moment.
Okay.
I am going to buy a 12 string soon. So
yeah, well, that's what I've got on the wall here, 12 string at the back there.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Yeah. I've been playing a 12 string for a long time, but I just literally, I'm not a fancy picker or anything. I just hit it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, strummer.
Yeah.
I actually owned a 12 string that's pretty much what I learned on with a 12 string. So
really, okay.
Going to the 6 string was like, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
This is you can just fly.
Yeah. No, brilliant, mate. Brilliant. Right. Last question. I ask everybody this question. Is there anybody you'd like to thank for you being here musically now?
Absolutely. My sister. She's always there for me, right? No matter what. And you know, the social community, like Facebook people and all that. Nobody would be anything without the support of people around them. So just anybody that supports me, guys, I love them. And I thank them from the bottom of my heart.
Brilliant. Darrin, look, thank you so much for the interview. Brilliant. And good luck with everything. You know,
thank you very much.
I hope the lockdown ends sooner than expected. And
absolutely.
All right. You take care, mate. All right.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Bye.